Hello everyone, today we are going to see how to plot the VI characteristic of a triad. As we know, triad is a triode AC. It is a member of thyristor family and consists of pair of anti-parallel SCRs. These two anti-parallel SCRs. These two SCRs conduct in both the direction. In first quadrant as well as in third quadrant. It has three terminals. Namely MT1, MT2 and gate. Basically, triad works in four modes. First mode is MT2 positive, gate positive, MT2 positive, gate negative, MT2 negative, gate positive, MT2 negative, gate negative. Now, if we talk about the sensitivity, the triad in first mode and the fourth mode, it is highly sensitive in these two modes, whereas in rest of the two modes, sensitivity is little bit less. The nature of characteristic of triad in the first quadrant is same as in the third quadrant. This is because it is a bidirectional device and similar to SCR. Also because it is a member of thyristor family. The characteristic of triad are based on terminal MT1 as a reference point. The first quadrant is the region where MT2 is positive with respect to MT1 and vice versa for the third quadrant. The peak voltage applied across the device in either direction must be less than the breakover voltage in order to retain control by the gate. Now we will see the performance of triad. For plotting the VI characteristic of triad, the following apparatus which are required are DC power supply. Here provision is given for both AC power supply as well as DC power supply. If we have variac, directly we can use variac and give the input to triad, whereas we can give DC power supply to the triad through these two terminals. Rest of the apparatus which are required are load, which we are considering it as resistive load, patch cords and multimeters. Patch cords we will use for connections and multimeters are used for measuring the value of current and voltages. Now we will do the connections. First we will connect the load across these two terminals and we will measure the value of voltage across the triad and current flowing through the triad with the help of multimeters. Following connections we have done. This multimeter will give us the reading of the gate current flowing. This will give us the reading for the voltage across triad, and this multimeter will give us the reading which is current flowing through the triad. These two terminals we have shorted, this positive and this negative, and input voltage we are giving through the DC power supply. Now we will switch on the supply and vary the input voltage. Suppose here we will set our input voltage as 25 volts. This voltage, the input voltage which we are providing is 25 volts. Now we will vary the gate current to which is required to turn on the triad. Gradually we will increase the value of gate voltage and we will keep on observing this multimeter which will give us the current flowing through the triad and this multimeter which is giving us the voltage across the triad. We will keep on observing these two meters. Now as we can see, triad is in conducting state now. This shows the current flowing through the triad and this multimeter shows the voltage across the triad. Now first for this observation table, first we are plotting the characteristic in the first quadrant. For this first quadrant operation we have kept MT2 as positive and gate current as negative. So now gradually we will increase the voltage. Suppose for first reading input voltage is kept as 2 and the voltage across triac is 2 and the current flowing through this triac is 0. Now gradually we will keep on increasing the voltage. For second reading input voltage is kept as 4, voltage across the triac is 3.9 and current flowing through the triac is again it is 0. Now gradually we will keep on increasing the voltage and we will record the different readings till our triac conducts. Now for the third reading we will slightly increase the value of input voltage. Now as we can see for this reading for 4.4 and when input voltage is 4.4, voltage across the triac is now 0.8 and current through the triac is 63.9. Now this reading shows the breakdown has taken place and our triac is in conducting state. As the voltage and current both are positive, so the characteristic which we will get for these readings will be in first quadrant. Similarly, we will take the observation for the third quadrant. For this condition, we just have to interchange the terminals of the input supply so that our MT2 is positive and gate current is positive. Now for plotting the characteristic in the third quadrant, we have interchanged the input supply. Now MT2 is kept positive and again we will repeat the same process as we have done for first quadrant. So now the input voltage we will again increase till the voltage is 25 volts. As we can see here, voltage is set at 25 volt. Now we will apply gate current, gate voltage with the help of this pot and will increase the value of the gate current till our triac conducts. And now we will observe this multimeter which will give us the current flowing through the triac and that multimeter which will give us the voltage across the triac. So voltage we are getting it negative because we have interchanged the supply, and for third quadrant current and voltage both are negative. So we will vary the gate voltage till our triac conducts. Now as we can see, our triac is in conducting state now and the current flowing through this triac is minus 147 and voltage across the triac is minus 0.8. So both current and voltage are in negative direction, so we will get the characteristic in third quadrant. Similarly, we can obtain the readings for third quadrant as well for different range. If number of readings will increase, we will get a smooth curve, and if we can reduce these readings to 5 also. Now again, suppose for first reading my input voltage is 2, voltage across the triac which I am getting it as minus 2 and current flowing through the triac is minus 0.7. Now we will take a step of 2 volt, difference of 2 volts, and then take the second reading for 4 volt. Again the voltage across triac is minus 3.7 and current flowing through the triac is minus 0.7. For 6 volts, for the third reading, 6 volts voltage across triac is minus 5.8 and current flowing through the triac is minus 0.7. Now as we can see, when this input voltage is 7, this time the voltage across triac is minus 0.8 and current flowing through the triac is minus 86.0 milliamperes. So these are the observations which we have received from the experiment. We can increase the number of readings so as to get the smooth curve, and for plotting the characteristic of triac, we can plot this characteristic. On x-axis we will take voltage and on y-axis we will take current. Here in this case, as we can see, voltage and current both are positive, so we will get characteristic here in this first quadrant. And for second case, as we can see, current and voltage both are negative means this is minus V, this is minus I, we will get the characteristic in the third quadrant. So the conclusion which we can draw from this experiment is that a triac is a bidirectional control switch which consists of two antiparallel SCRs. It operates in first as well as third quadrant. Also, the application of this is it can be used to control the RMS voltage of both positive as well as negative half cycle of an alternating quantity.